All right, so we are live here for this LILJ High School Winter League matchup between two Suffolk Class C teams in neighboring communities, Mount Sinai and Miller Place. And the 3-1 lead for Miller Place on goals scored by Olivia Coffey, Angie Eustathiou, and Mirabella Altabrando. And the goal just scored moments ago for Mount Sinai goes to Peyton Choma. And now possession back with Mount Sinai. And that's Ava Clark. Sinai now moves this one around. On the look for Choma, but ball down, and this one goes back to Zoe Wiseman. So Wiseman legging up the field and gives to Eustathiou for Miller Place. So Miller Place, so they work this around, and possession now with Coffey. Coffey being defended by Choma. Now it's Hayden Young, number 22, with the rock. Hayden Young now with 3 seconds. Oh, and drawing the contact is Hayden Young with just 1 second on the shot clock. So Hayden Young just gonna have to fire this one. And that is going to be a save for Mount Sinai by Addison Beal. This one on the ground. And this one goes back to the Mustangs on the GB, Madison Cuccinello. So this possession staying with Mount Sinai. So Cuccinello now. She's trying to get that pass up ahead and secured by Chamberlain. Now it's Peyton Choma. Oh, Peyton Choma with an absolute stinger. She's got both goals for Sinai, and this now a 3-2 game. Oh, and ball down. Oh, but this one will be staying with Miller Place. So Lenegro looks to get this up ahead. Oh, and this ball not handled cleanly. But Eustathiou maintains possession for Miller Place. So the Panthers now looking to go back up by 2. And now Vecchio gives to Young. Hayden Young matched up against Choma. Sinai sending a bit of a double. Young dishes. And this is going to be a free position for the freshman, Cassidy Hall. With just 7 seconds to go on the shot clock. On getting a piece of that one was Talon Summer. And this one goes back to the Mustangs. And this one's going to stay with Mount Sinai as Schroeder gets pushed out of bounds. But now the ball on the ground. On keeping that in bound is Evstathio. And that leads to the GB for Zoe Wiseman. Here comes Wiseman for Miller Place. On Wiseman's shot is going to be saved by Addison Beal. So still plenty of time for Miller Place to work with. Hayden Young. Again, great on-ball defense by Choma. And that pass not quite handled there by Coffey. Miller Place looking to keep possession, but this will in fact be a turnover. So it's going the other way, back to Mount Sinai. Here comes Cuccinello. And now it's Schroeder. On the feed and the finish. So the Mustangs add another goal. So on the goal there, Mackenzie Kiernan. But Miller Place wastes no time. And Angie Evstathio right back for a 4-3 Panthers lead. And that gives her her second of the game. Oh, nice look. And the finish there for Mount Sinai. And we now have a 4-4 game on that goal scored by Cameron Chamberlain. And give that assist to Ava Brennan. And it looks like we're going to have a redraw here, as it's Peyton Choma up against Lila Coffey. And that's going to be a win for Mount Sinai, as that lands right in the stick of Emma Schroeder. And Schroeder dishes to Clark. And now possession with Brennan. And now Kiernan gives to Chamberlain. That one deflected. And that's going to be a save for Miller Place. And now here comes Zoe Wiseman. Now it's Evstathio on the give for Coffey. Coffey, the shot, and she scores. Olivia Coffey putting Miller Place back in front. And now that pass intended for Chamberlain, but the ball down, and on the ground ball is Hayden Young. Here comes Hayden Young for Miller Place. Young with the give. And that shot by Coffey, just wide, but Altabrando there for the backup. And now it's Altabrando, and she scores once again. Mirabella Altabrando, giving Miller Place a 2-goal lead once again. Now it's Sophia Masson. Good on-ball defense there by Eustathiou. Now it's Chamberlain. And it looks like this is going to be a turnover. So possession going back to Miller Place here, as we're now inside of 2 minutes to go in the first half. So way to get that up ahead to Gianna Calandrino. Calandrino gives to Altabrando on the look for Young. And that's a goal for Hayden Young. Give that assist to Altabrando. So 7-4 now. So now inside of a minute remaining. Possession with Ava Clark. The look for Choma. But that one is picked off by Hayden Young. Here comes Young. Nice give for Coffey. Coffey the shot. And that one wide. But there to back it up is Cassidy Hall. 30 seconds to go in the first half. On the feed for Coffey. That one winds up in the stick of Beal. So Mount Sinai with a defensive stance there. And Beal will just hold, and that will take us to halftime. 7-4 lead for Miller Place. We'll take a quick break and come back shortly. All right, so back live here for the second half of Miller Place and Mount Sinai. The 7-4 lead for Miller Place, and that's Mirabella Altabrando. And that one off the pipe and in. And that is her third of the game. And we're going right back to the draw circle, with that being the 12th goal of the game. And Bella Altabrando, still one of those uncommitted 2025s out there. Still on the board for all of you college coaches out there. So this possession now with the Mustangs. And that's Ava Clark. Ava Clark being defended there by Lenegro. Now possession with Cameron Chamberlain. Now it's Sophia Masson with 15 on the shot clock. Masson looking to attack. That shot there wide. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ava Clark gonna have to go. Clark gives to Masson. One more pass. And that's gonna be waved off, which looked like the correct call. So a shot clock violation. And here comes Abby Lenegro. Lenegro racing up the field, looking for Evstathiou, but ball down. This one will stay with Evstathiou. So now it's Coffey. So Coffey gives that one off to Lila Coffey. Ball down. Lila Coffey maintaining possession. Late clock though for Miller Place. And we do have a reset. So they were saying that Mount Sinai did have possession. But now this one does in fact go back to Mount Sinai. So Talon Summer, as she gets that one up ahead to Schroeder. And that shot is a goal for Sophia Masson. So Masson now making it 8-5. And now coming up the field is Young. And now it's Altabrando. Altabrando coming right back for Miller Place. And that gives her number 4 in the game. Now that's Sophia Masson. Ball deflected by Lila Coffey. And Lila Coffey with the takeaway. Look at Lila Coffey fly. On the give to Hall. Hall. And that's going to be staying with Cassidy Hall. So a free position here Oh, and that's a goal for Cassidy Hall. So the lead up to 5. Now here comes Ava Brennan for Mount Sinai. Oh, and how about the takeaway there by Addison Vecchio? Vecchio up the field in transition. Vecchio. Oh, and that shot goes wide. Vecchio looking to go end-to-end and score. Put this one now back the other way with Mount Sinai. Oh, the check by Olivia Coffey. Ball down. Oh, and Liv Coffey coming up with that turnover. Gives to Hall. So Miller Place slowing things down. Now possession back with Hall. Oh, Hall, the look inside. Oh, and that's going to be a save by Addison Beal on that shot by Olivia Coffey. Now that's Ava Brennan giving to Masson. Now it's Peyton Choma. Choma, that shot wide. Shot clock inside of 10 seconds. Possession with Ava Brennan. And with 3 seconds on the shot clock, Mount Sinai gets the whistle. And it's Cameron Chamberlain. So Chamberlain looking to jam it in there to Masson, but this one going back the other way on the ground ball by Angie Eustathiou. So Miller Place working this one around. Now that's Olivia Coffey up top. She gives to Hayden Young. Oh, Hayden Young the look for Eustathiou. Oh, great defense, but now just too much there on the check by Chamberlain. So this now sets up a free position for Angie Eustathiou. And she shoots it, and it's saved by Beal. So for these two Suffolk Class C teams, just taking a look at when they will face each other in the high school season. And so that matchup will take place on May 2nd, which will be at Mount Sinai. So that is the next time these two teams will see each other. And that shot by Eustathiou goes wide. And getting tripped up there, Cuccinello. So Cuccinello works this one back. And Summer. Back to Talon Summer. Who redirects to Cuccinello, and now up ahead to Schroeder. On the look for Choma. And that's a goal for Peyton Choma. And that brings us back to the draw circle. And on the assist there for Mount Sinai, Madeline Kaplan. And the ensuing draw goes to Angie Efstathiou for Miller Place. And now it's Hayden Young. Hayden Young looking for Altabrando. And this one going back to Mount Sinai. So a nice job there by Graziano, getting that one up ahead for Mount Sinai. And now Schroeder to Masson. And Masson, she weaves her way inside for the goal. So back to a 3-goal game with 4:30 remaining. Now here comes Zoe Wiseman for Miller Place. Oh, great job clearing by Wiseman. Looks for Coffey. No, Coffey, one more. Oh, and that one goes in for Hayden Young. I'm not sure that wasn't intended for Olivia Coffey, but instead it makes its way to Hayden Young, who has the goal. So the lead back to 4 for Miller Place. But Masson answers back. So now as Mount Sinai looks to ride the ball, clearing for Miller Place is Hayden Young. Now Efstathiou with it. Shot clock inside of 20 seconds. Now it's Quinn Cantone. Gives to Coffey. Back to Efstathiou, but securing possession once again is Coffey. 5 to shoot. And that shot goes wide. But that's going to be a shot clock violation. So here comes Mount Sinai. On the look for Masson. Masson, that bouncing shot. It's going to be a save. And it looks like we're going to have a dangerous shot on Sophia Masson. So that's going to be a yellow card. So we're inside of 2 minutes here. So Sinai will be down a girl for the rest of this one. So now it'll be Addison Beal sending this one up ahead. And so Summer now gets that up to Chamberlain. And now it's Ava Clark. Ava Clark swarmed, and this one taken by Lila Coffey. Shot clock turned off. Coffey out in transition, gives to her sister Olivia Coffey, and that shot wide. This one will stay with Miller Place, holding that 3-goal lead. Now inside of 20 seconds. Altabrando's pass knocked down by Summer, but able to find Young, but that's going to be waved off. Looks like a dangerous shot, but that'll conclude the game. An 11-8 win for Miller Place. Thanks for everyone that tuned in, and coming up shortly will be the start of the next game.